Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Gauntlet Gaming.
Maybe today's the day we die.
Yeah, laughs will be had, lives will be spared. And you know what? Someone's gonna die.
Maybe. Eventually.
My money is on me.
Maybe
My money's on me.
Maybe I'll die within the first 5 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah. Load into a match, first elite, not even yellow, just blue, instantly kills us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I imagine they're just talking shit the entire time they do it. Just like, what you fucking doing in my rift, boy? Just destroys us.
Okay.
Just like, we killed Mathiel. It took us 15 minutes, but we did it. Just like, I'm no Mathiel.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's going to happen.
You gotta invite me.
I will invite you. Invite. Change the difficulty. Right? Yeah, change difficulty.
So
do we want to do master?
Well,
I noticed like when we were in the rift, we were just moving slow is all. Like we can either do expert or master.
Well, we could do. Which one has the most people?
I'm fairly confident none of them have any people. Normal has no people. Hard has no people. Expert has 5 people. Okay. Master has 3 people. And Torment has no people. Okay. Well, Torment 1 has no people.
Master.
And I don't
Master.
Yeah.
We'll go with the people.
Well, the most people was expert.
Okay. Sure. But Master has better gear.
Okay. Well, if we can join and there's people, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if there's 3 people in one game, we're basically going to jump into a game that has nothing.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll join the person that's playing by themselves that's going to get angry and tell us to leave. That's what we can do. And we joined... Whatever. We joined. There's nobody here.
Greetings, Nephilim.
That's the story of my life.
Perpetually alone.
That's a new, chapter in my book. Chapter 1. I showed up, but no one came. Or I invited the whole class, and no one came. I'm taking damage. I like how this is going already. Eee, bam! Well, it's arcane, so I now have no fear.
You don't.
No, it'll just heal me. Why is it an elite and a blue? You were right.
Is this the end?
For you.
Maybe. There's another blue. Don't go to the right because there's another blue there, and I can't.
I love it.
I can't deal damage. I gotta do something about this. I can't. I have to go back to expert.
Do something about this. Go back down.
Yeah.
A level.
Yeah.
And admit defeat.
Yeah. Babby's first rift is abysmal failure. Yeah.
Oh, you win this round, Tormented Conundrum. Wait, did you leave?
No.
Okay. Well, I left.
Hang on.
Yeah,
they're all coming for me. I need help. Okay, don't go out.
Back.
Don't.
Okay. Okay.
That was almost. That was almost a death. Yeah, I gotta...
We didn't die right away.
We'll try.
Alright.
That was bad.
We're gonna step down.
That was bad.
We have to step down. Don't fucking judge me, chat, okay? You're not in these shoes. You don't know the pressure there is. I don't fucking show up to your streams and watch you talk shit about you. I watch you and lurk decently. and dream about what it would be like to play with a group of people.
Maybe it'll be an expert.
Somehow all 5 people are playing together in the same game. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Did you buy the Necromancer pass? No?
I did.
Oh,
yes,
you
I
did.
did.
Oh, I'm surprised.
I have the Necromancer. I just didn't.
You didn't feel like it.
Hey, the title said 2 beefy boys.
Okay.
All right?
He's not beefy. Yeah. Are you going to invite
The
me?
Necromancer.
Yeah.
Invite.
What? What?
Are you going to invite me? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But now we don't have people.
I will. What?
But no.
Oh my god,
An
fucking
ally
please.
has departed.
I thought we wanted people.
Day 76.
Mhm.
Day 76. There are no people in the
Doink.
channel. There never has been. And there likely never will be again. Because this game is as barren as Act 2.
A new ally has joined, but the
Still.
minions...
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely true, though.
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. See? See, we're doing it.
yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing the thing.
Let's take that.
Where are we? Oh, of course it's going to send us to a fucking Act 2 place. Let's go to the one place that everybody hates. Sounds great. Yeah. See, I feel like we're going to be stuck in between difficulties where, like, Expert's going to end up being just... Oh, no, I'm taking damage. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's making me play the
Well,
game.
to be fair to you, the rifts are more expensive, They are harder than like the regular stuff, the regular story.
The actual game itself.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. Like, the last boss that we were fighting was...
Malthael?
I mean, there were moments, yeah. Like, there were moments where it was like, oh shit, like, we actually have to do something here. Like, if we weren't paying attention to the mechanics, we could have died for sure.
Yeah, I would have died, yes.
Like, if I didn't have falling power pilot. Oh, increased damage. Yeah, if I didn't have falling sword, there's a good chance that I would have died.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have any, oh, legendary belt.
Yeah, you didn't even have leap, I don't think.
Nope. I had whirlwind, but that doesn't increase my speed or anything.
Yeah.
And I had my shout.
Well, I mean, whirlwind makes it look like you're going faster, but you're not actually going faster.
No.
Ooh. What? Oh.
Vacuum cleaner.
Look at all those hammers.
Yep. So yeah,
There's one
like
thing I can say.
I was
It's
texting
just
you.
like,
I was
sorry, go ahead.
I was texting you earlier about. I was watching when you went to bed or went offline or whatever yesterday. I saw
Sorry, I
like
watch that.
for some reason I just went on like Twitch and I was watching TV or whatever, and Twitch was on and I saw like I went for some reason I was drawn to go to the WoW section just to see
Yeah.
what was there because for some reason it was higher than usual, so I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on, and I saw that
Somebody's doing something.
yeah, like Vajira and them, they were doing something, like they were doing a raid or whatever and stuff, but then I was looking, I'm like, why they look like they're like all like level 60 or whatever it is that they're doing or whatever, and
Yeah.
they were doing like Onyxia, or no, sorry, they were in Sholomance. And he was like a night elf
Yeah.
warrior and stuff, and they had like all the 60 stuff and stuff. And I was just like, is this like is this Nostralia server or Elysium or
Yeah.
like what
Like,
was
is this the private server? What are
yeah,
they doing?
what's going on? And then I saw like I didn't think of anything of it really, and then I was looking today on the videos or whatever, and he put up a video explaining that this is what he's doing. A whole bunch of people are doing it on Moonglade server.
Okay.
I don't know where Moonglade is.
Like,
I don't,
the official server.
yes, and they're
official
basically just doing like it's like a vanilla challenge kind of thing to kind of get people a sort of feel of what it was like for vanilla, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But like we already know what it's like because we did it. But
Yeah.
still, it was something neat that the idea they had, and basically you start fresh with a new character or whatever, because like say like if we went to Moonglade or whatever, we'd have to do that anyway, right?
Yeah.
So basically it means you can't really be a Death Knight, but
Like I would want to
so
be Death Knight anyway.
you'd start fresh, and you don't use like any means of like helping, I guess you could say, like any modern
So no area
any
leader,
modern means of leveling. Yeah, like if you go and you watch his video or whatever, he'll explain like the rules, that kind of thing, and you just kind of like stick to them, like yeah. But he's not going as far as like you can only use white armor or whatever. But he's just like you can use the armor.
Like you
that
could probably use like quest armor or whatever. Like
yes,
something like
but
that.
you
Like,
can't.
stuff that you would have had access to.
Yeah, you can't use like heirlooms and stuff, and you have to run
That makes
everywhere. You can't use your mount or whatever.
Until,
You have to run.
What, like level 40 or level 20?
I don't know. I didn't specify,
Okay.
but yeah,
Like if it was staying true to vanilla, then you could use your like
mount at
You
40.
could use your mount at 40, yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Which
the
would
mount
make
that they
sense.
give you, it's just it automatically goes to 100 or whatever.
Yeah, like it'll go to whatever your mount skill is.
Yeah, but and also to be honest too, a lot of people in vanilla, they didn't have a mount right away at level 40. You were extremely lucky if you did. You were lucky to even get it at like 55 or whatever. Your first mount. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, because you had to buy all of the skills, so and the skills are like even then, like when I was kind of like messing around on like a private server to try and get an idea of what it was like and all of that again, it was just like I found myself with the knowledge that I had, right, not buying every skill because I was like, oh, I don't need this or I don't need that. Like you really had to, or even higher ranks. Like I was leveling a paladin, for example, and I wasn't buying Retribution Aura because it was trash. Like it was absolute trash.
you didn't
I
like
need
it,
that,
but I
money for something else.
yeah. Everybody did
Because
that, or you had to do that.
Like every skill that you bought was more gold that you would have to farm. And they weren't, like, there weren't a whole lot of really great farming spots for being level 40 or whatever. Like, I had a few spots, like the water elementals in Arathi Highlands is where I would go to get money because they always dropped water. Like, they just dropped water. So, as a Shadow Priest, I had an infinite supply of water, so that more or less made me a mage. And then I also had... like I had so much extra that I could sell, or I could sell the elemental water, or anything else that they dropped, right? Which was stuff, or the charms and stuff. Like there was stuff that people needed, like especially the warriors, because I think you needed charms from each kind of elemental to get your whirlwind blade, right? But that was always worth something. And that's how I ended up farming to get my very first mount ever. And you're right, like it did take extra long. Like I don't think I got it at 40.
No.
Like I'm pretty sure I got it around like the mid 40s. After running like a ton of Zul'Farrak and stuff like that, where like I was getting bigger pieces of gear to break. Found a legendary. The Sultan of Blinding Sand. Sure. That's definitely better than what I have. Why are we starting to find good gear? Yeah!
Look at my mace. I got a big bat stick.
But yeah, like I do like the idea of you know, maybe doing a challenge run in WoW in general, because like one of the streamers that I watch is Lobos, and I saw him doing the Iron Man challenge, and I was like, well, I wonder how many people have actually completed this. So I on my lunch break, I tried Googling to see if there was like a roster or a list, because I was like, I wonder if there's like a world first or something that exists where I could do like an Iron Man challenge as that and get some degree of like fame, like internet notoriety, where it's like nobody's ever completed this challenge with this class. Like,
yeah,
you know, like, because I imagine most people that would like that would complete it would try and be like Warlock or Hunter, like a pet class or something, because they're relying on their pet for damage or tanking or whatever. So it's super easy. Like, you don't really need the gear if you're in that position, or if you know, a pull goes wrong or something happens or whatever.
Yep.
You know, you can just feign death or do something like that. Rogue's kind of the same way. Like, you kill fast, if you have the risk. Like, if you get overwhelmed, you could die. But once you get banished, like, if you're smart and you have that up, like, you really don't have anything to worry about.
I wonder, I don't know if Moongladen's a PvP server or not.
I don't know. And then, of course, I remember the fact that, like, with the Iron Man challenge, one of the rules is that you can't have more than one person.
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, now it's an automatic write-off. Like, I would have to do this by myself.
Yeah.
And that's just not an enjoyable thing for me.
Yeah. In vanilla, in what Bajir was saying, like, it's fine. Like, you can level together and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's not the purpose of it. It's just, you know, using...
in vanilla, you could. Like, you had grooves.
Yeah. But if you're leveling from 1 to nothing, like, you get, like, all the storylines, like, the new storylines and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because the world's different from what I remember and all that kind of stuff. And I never, when Cataclysm hit, I never bothered to get a, you know, a fresh 0 to, like, whatever.
Yeah, see, when I was working on the Lore Master title, I was going back to previous zones because and doing all the quests and everything, but I was at next level, so it didn't matter. Like, I was doing it solely for the purpose of seeing what happened, how did the zone change, or anything like that. Or maybe I had like one character that I was leveling and I only did so much, like those new starting zones and stuff like that. Like, I didn't actually level again. Like, I couldn't tell you any of the quests and say like Barons 2.0.
Yeah.
Or, you know, what Alliance, like, New Westfall is like. Like, I couldn't talk knowledgeably about the quests.
Yeah. Mind you,
I'm pretty sure it's something.
I don't remember seeing how old it is, like, the place, like, or the, that video that was put up, so, like, it could be, like, too little, too late kind of thing, so, you never know. But, like, they have, like, a guild and stuff like that, too. They're on Alliance, but they said that there is, on Moonglade, there is a Horde one as well. So, but, you know, whatever.
So they just have, like, a faction for... Well, they have both. Like,
the guild that was on the one server, or on Alliance Moonglade or whatever, is called, At the End of the Day, or whatever. It's just kind of funny, but...
oh, that's the name of the guild at the end of the day.
Yeah. Because they had to think of a name, and then at the end of the day, a guild name.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Crusader King. It's totally not Leoric, guys. It's a completely different king.
I always liked his character in Heroes of the Storm. He's an awesome character to play as. I really liked playing as him as a hero.
I never played as him.
Yeah, he was great.
I don't.
Garrosh.
Or no, there is a tank that I do play as.
Yeah, Garrosh is in it now, so I was playing with him for a little while, but I haven't bought him. I haven't got him yet.
Yeah.
The last characters that I got or whatever was Rin, and I bought Rin not because he's Alliance. I bought him because he dual wields, so he got a pass. I overlooked his, and he has the Logosh outfit, so
Yeah.
that's Horde side. So
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's been months since I played
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm. Yeah. Like I genuinely can't remember the last time I played. And it's not that I don't like the game or anything. I do. I like the game just fine. I don't really know if I would say I like it more than League of Legends, for example, but I mean, it's certainly not a bad game. I gotta break shit. So I think that was one of the objectives, if I'm not mistaken. There's a way I can see that somehow. There. Season. Bosses.
Tyrael, it's been interesting for me to see all of these places where you and the Nephilim journeyed. I've heard so much about your adventures with Leah and Cain. I almost feel like I was there.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
Trying times.
How to see objectives in Diablo 3. You can only see the current chapter you're on before logging into the game. On the right, you will see season progress and a button to view your current status. When in a game, click the little book icon at the top right next to the difficulty level. Little book icon.
Chapter 1.
Okay. Begin again. Complete a Nephilim Rift. Use the Nephilim Obelisk in town. Oh, maybe we have to close it. Speak to Oric in town. It probably is.
The ancients grant me strength.
Yay!
There we go. Yeah. So that was what we had.
A new start. Complete 5 bounties.
Yeah. So that we can do. We can get those bounties.
And that'll
Those
be the
quicker-
end.
Those quicker picker-uppers.
Yeah. That'll be the end of this chapter.
Oh. Well, this chapter, yeah. I don't need the Zweihander.
Is it strong? It might be stronger than my hammer.
I
Oh.
broke it.
Well then.
I'm sorry.
Well then.
Okay, so the blacksmith is maxed out. I think the mystic is maxed out, so it's just Shen. Just Shen. What were the reps? The reps were bracers. Yeah, Reaper's reps. Health globes restore X% primary resource. Level 70. You can't use it anyway. That's fine. Do I have any gold? I do. Shen, upgrade your shit.
I need
I
fury.
don't have enough gold for the last one. Why am I so broke? Armory. You have not saved an armory set yet. Cool. Bounties. Well, we're already here. And it's Act 3. So, catapult command, clear the Icefall Caves, kill the Siege Breaker. The ruins of Sescheron? Okay. Stone Fort it is.
cry.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I think I need to do something for wrath generation instead. Maybe when I get to level 70, I'll get the wrathful seal. Because I find I'm using my hammers. Like, I'm using my hammers obviously because I need to, but
Activate catapult.
To test my skill. Still recharging.
Bang, 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 bang.
I can. It's really hard to try and balance like the audio for this game because there are moments when it's really quiet, like when it's just the music, and then you get into the action.
I think I have mine.
And it's super loud.
I have mine all at 30.
Yeah, like mine is. I just had to lower the master volume to like 15 because I'm trying that because like with all of the noise and sound and everything else like that, it ends up being like the levels just end up getting a bit of whack, where it's like well over half, and my voice is just like constantly at like half or a little bit higher than half.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm having to like fight with the sound.
I don't know.
Like my voice is always steady because I'm monotone.
I don't know.
It's either that or I can like just get rid of like the effects and whatever and just leave the music.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to do that. Like I like the idea of actually
my sound.
playing
My
with
master
it.
volume's at 30. My effects volume is at 30.
Yeah.
So it seems to be pretty good.
Yeah. Or the music itself has moments where it's like, I'm gonna just like increase. It's the orchestra crescendo moment.
Need more time.
So many little things. I just assume it was a horde.
Health returns.
Yeah, minions. 65 people hit them. Everybody get away. Alright. I got the catapult.
Okay. Looking for two one-handers that are really strong. I like using the one-handers better than than one two-handers.
Well, you'd probably generate like your fury. Is it fury or rage? Fury? Rage?
Fury.
Fury? Yeah. You probably would generate it faster. So you just.
Well, because I'd be
find
using
yourself
frenzy.
using-
Frenzy attack.
Yeah, like you would find yourself using your spender more, like whirlwind or whatever it is. Oh. So the other day, I was out and I went to go and do laundry, and I have like I can't ever possibly use the like laundry machines in my building because I know who lives in my building, and I'm not willing to risk
No way.
like getting bed bugs or like have my clothes go in and get ruined because that's happened. Like I put my clothes in to the washer, and then for some reason they come out dirtier than when I put them in, which blows my mind.
Ridiculous.
So I go to the laundromat. Why is this not? Oh no, it did. Never mind. So I go to the laundromat, and it's literally like just me, 2 people inside the laundromat, and these 2 people, I swear to God, it must have been like their very first time ever doing laundry, like in their life. Like they were like teenagers. It must have been like a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Okay.
And they had. So you've never seen the laundromat, but like there's like 3 giant like washing machines that are front loaders that cost like $5. There's 6 machines that cost $4.50 and they're triple loads. There's another 6 that are like double loads, and then all of the rest of them are like top down regular like tag washers.
Yeah.
And I only have like 1, maybe 2 loads of laundry because I do my laundry pretty often, like every week, with work clothes and stuff like that. Like I need to look presentable for my job. And like these fucking kids, they must have had like 2 or 3 items in every top loader. Like it's like they were sitting there sorting out their laundry, and it was just like, okay, so this machine is gonna be yellow, and then this machine is gonna be blue, and this machine is gonna be the whites, and then this is our like this is gonna be like our bathroom stuff. And I get that you're supposed to sort your clothes. I never do. Like that's just me. I look at the machine and I'm just like you're gonna take everything because I wash you on cold, so like you're not gonna bleed. Thanks, Tide.
Yeah.
But I was losing my mind because like they used all 6 of the washers, like the top down washers that are like the cheap ones. Not cheap, but just like the least expensive. So like I'm sitting there, I'm like, my only options here in this situation are wait like 35 minutes, right, to have them like move on to the dryers or whatever, or pay more money. And like I go there and I only have so much change because like I go there assuming that I can just use like 1 or 2 machines and just put the coins in. So I have exact change for doing all this because the change machine there is really, I don't know, it's really fussy. Like it never gives you what you think you're supposed to get. Like if I put in a toonie, it doesn't give me a loonie in for quarters. It just gives me 2 loonies, and then I have to re-put in another loonie to get quarters. Which I'm sure is probably smart for, some reasons. Because like what if you don't want all of those quarters?
Yeah.
But like it kind of blew my mind because it was that first where it's like, part of me is I understand you want to do your laundry, you want to get it done as fast as possible and everything. And then the other part of me is kind of looking at it just like, you fucking assholes, like you took all of the machines.
Yeah.
I just want to come in and like, use 1 machine, just a single machine, and just like put it in 30 minutes, like throw it in the dryer and so yeah, like they basically ended up using all of the washing machines, and I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever, I suck it up. Impossible. So I go to one of the larger machines and I just pay the larger amount of money because it's my time, right? And I'm like, I want to go back so I can stream.
Yeah.
I got potential viewers that I'm going to disappoint. So like I'm in this habit of like I put my stuff in the washer and then I go for a walk for like the half hour or whatever. I don't like just sitting there. Like I have to do something. Like I feel like just sitting there is just me wasting time when I could be doing like 30 minutes for a walk is good. Like I put it in the washer, I walk for 30 minutes. I put it in the dryer, I walk for 30 minutes. and then there's no like, you know, dead time. Like I'm not just like sitting there like a goon staring at my phone watching Twitch, even though that's really what I want to do. I can just like listen to music or a podcast or something and you know, be outside. So I come back, right? Like I go for my walk and I come back, and fucking all 7 dryers. they took all 7 dryers. And I don't know what I was expecting. Like I went in there and I was just like, no, like they're not gonna take all the dryers. Like, but of course they did, and like each dryer has like, I don't know, like maybe 6 things in it. They ended up using like one of the giant like industrial sized dryers for a bath mat, and I think it was like a bath mat and like pillowcases or something, and that was it. And when I say like an industrial size dryer or like dryer, it was just like a massive dryer.
I don't think you're supposed to put bath mats in washers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to either, but I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
It's just, and watching them kind of like engage with the machines was just absolutely brilliant. Because like every decision, like everything that they were trying to do, it was a life decision, and they wouldn't ask the staff. Like they're in there, and it's just like if you don't know how to use the machine, just fucking ask. Like nobody's gonna think less of you for learning how to do laundry if that's like if you've just never done it before. Like if anything, people will be proud because like you're showing some degree of independence. Like you're not relying on mommy and daddy to do it for you. Like you're doing it. It was just so bizarre to kind of see because like everything was a conversation. And then like they would look at the machine and then they'd be like, put this, and then they'd start fighting about like how much detergent they should put in, or you know, like I don't know. It was the whole process.
Nice.
But anyway, like moral of the story was, and this goes for anybody in the future that happens to be listening to this. If you're in a laundromat, common decency says that you don't take all the machines. Because it's a hassle. Like I know that you want to get done and everything, and that's fine, but like fucking you don't have to use all the machines. Or at very least, like what they should have been doing is putting it into the larger machines, but because it's not like they were saving money. Like if you run the math, it's 175 times 6, right? Where they probably could have done everything in 2 loads on one of the bigger machines, right? That's like the decent thing to do. Like the goal isn't to go there and be like, yeah, I'm going to use every fucking machine. Like the goal is to go there and like, you know, try and get as much done for as little machines as possible.
I can.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Like maybe I've just like min-maxed things for too long where I'm just like, this is the most efficient way of doing this. But I don't know. I don't know why. It at the moment, like I'm it's funny to me now, but like at the moment I was standing there and I was just getting progressively angrier at these people for not understanding like common courtesy with laundry and like laundry machines. And then I realized I'm actually 137 years old. Like I've hit like what we were talking about the other day. Like I've hit like old man stage where like I feel like that's my own, like my first experience with like get off my lawn mentality. Like these fucking kids not understanding how to do goddamn laundry. They shouldn't even be in here. Like like that was the feeling at the time, but I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not in the grand scheme of things, it's not like the biggest inconvenience in the world. Right? Like my worst case scenario is I would have had to wait another half hour, right?
No way.
Which I probably could have used to walk again, but you know, realistically that wasn't gonna happen. Like if I had to wait again, definitely it would have just been like watching YouTube videos or something. I don't really have a list of people. Like I used to watch Game Grumps every day, and I honestly haven't really had much of a reason to go to them. like maybe if there's a good series or they're doing something, and
Yeah.
they're still funny. Like I
like-
have nothing against it or
I
whatever.
I like to watch them in series. Like,
Yeah, like if there's a good game that they're playing,
yeah.
because that's how I used to spend, like, you know, say like my lunch break or something. Like it's so easy to find 10 minutes to watch a video. Because I was talking about that, actually, one of the girls that I work with, or she yelled at me. She yelled at me for calling her a girl because she watched the video. She's like, "So the girls at work, eh?" And I'm like, "What would you want me to say? I'm not going to say your name. Like I don't know. I don't want to violate your privacy." And she's just like, "You can just call us women." I'm like, "All right, well." So one of the women, one of the women at my work, watched the thing about the midwife conversation. Like, what do you call a male midwife? She watched that video. She was like, "I was actually watching that this morning," and I was just like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, it was really funny. It's just kind of like how you brought it up." And I was like, "Well, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna ask your permission to say your name or whatever, but because I don't know where people fall in like the lines of privacy. Like, you get some people that honestly don't give a shit." Right? Like, who you could just tell stories about them, and then you get other people where, you know, if you say like, "Oh, I talked to so and so," they're like, "How dare you talk to me or talk about me?"
About me or to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you get that. hey, how's it going? How dare you talk to me? They say it with like just such disdain. Yeah, I mean, some people are like that, but not really too many people I know. Like, if somebody ever had like the audacity to say that to me, I'd probably just be like, "Well, fuck you then. Like, see you later. I don't need your bullshit." But yeah, like what I'm trying to get at is 10 minutes, and their videos are usually like 10 to maybe 15 minutes at most. Like, if they didn't accomplish something or whatever, they'll run it later. But yeah, like a 10-minute video, it's so hard not to just be able to watch that, because and I've noticed it too with like clips that I've made or highlights or whatever. Like, I typically get more views with clips than, say, like a 5-hour stream, right? And I'm sure part of that is the fact that, you know, I've been doing this for literally like a minute in internet time. And part of it is just because it's so much easier to just be like, yeah, I can devote a minute to watch something that's probably funny. Like, I do that with clips for streamers that I don't know. Like, I'll just go, like, I'll find a clip or something that's funny, or if I see it on Twitter or something like that, in like the Twitch Kittens community, or say like one of the other like communities that I follow. I think I usually end up scrolling through, and I'll find maybe in a day like 10 streamers that are typically like lower, like they have maybe 10 views. Because like I'm trying to be and play like a more active role in kind of the streaming community in general, where it's like I'm not gonna go watch fucking Lyric that has like 40,000 goddamn people at any given time. Yeah, like, he doesn't need the support. Like, I want to support the people and try and build relationships and communities and stuff like that with the people that have like, you know, 10 viewers or 5 viewers, or, you know, like people that are pushing for affiliate, for example.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that, you know, you can kind of like work with or feed off of or play games together, because you're kind of in the same boat. Like, if I went to streamers that I love watching that have like, say, like 1,000 to 3,000 people on average or something like that, like kind of like the streamers that have kind of made it in the sense that it's their full-time job, but like they're not raking in, like they're not like Shroud where you're gonna sit down and fucking make like, I don't even know how much he makes. Like, it's probably rude to talk about.
I don't know.
But like, well, no, like if you really think about it and you do the math, right? Like, Shroud has on average, say, like 20 to 30,000 people watching him, depending on what he's playing, right? And let's say, just for the sake of argument, half of them are subscribed, right? It's probably not that high, right? It may even just be like a quarter. So let's be conservative. We'll say like a quarter of them are subscribed. So 25% of say 20,000, right? Now I'm not the world's greatest at math, so give me a second. Right, so let's call it at 25,000 viewers, right? Times 0.25%. So that's 6,250 people, right? Now times that by say 3.5, right? So that's $21,000 a month, right?
Don't hate.
And that's just from subscription.
Yeah.
Right? That's not including... No, I'm not hating. I'm all for it. Like,
I know.
I think it's fucking amazing. Because
I know.
he's an amazing player.
That's, you know what it
right?
is.
I
No,
wasn't big into CSGO or anything. But,
no, but
you know,
what
like
it is?
I love his PUBG gameplay.
That's the power of like one person saying, "Here, have $1." You know what I mean? That person, that person that says, "Here, have $1," has the ability to like fucking change somebody's life forever. Like really, or to be nothing to something like for that month or whatever you want to call it or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
if only
like,
the real world operated like that,
say,
that's what makes me sad. But...
Yeah.
Oh no!
Because like my point isn't like I'm gonna be jealous of Shroud because I'm not. Like if he's doing great and he's generating like tons of value and entertainment and stuff like that for, you know, thousands of people. I mean, it's hard to be upset with somebody like that. Like I have streamers that maybe not necessarily streamers, but streamers and YouTubers where I'm like, I don't understand how you're popular or, you know, what it is that you're doing or, you know, whatever. But there's clearly a market for it, and I'm all for it. Like, I'm pro-business in that sense. Entertainment's entertainment. People are subjective when it comes to what they like and what they don't like or what they find funny or, you know, what tastes good or, you know, what they consider sexy or whatever. Like anything subjective like that. If you can find your market and make a living off it, I'm all for it. You know, like that's certainly one of the goals, I think, for, say, like myself is my first and most primary goal is build a great community. Like, be able to play games with a group of people that are fucking awesome. Right? Like, in an ideal world, if I could set things up in kind of a golden situation for myself, I would really love to have an amazing community, and then say like get into a guild or create a guild or something like that with classic WoW, and just stream and play that with loads of really great, awesome people. I feel like that would just be like the bee's knees to use that. But yeah, like I really want to mostly try and give support to the people that need it most. And I feel like if I tried to approach or went to, you know, somebody like, say, like, you know, the people that have made it, like the famous people, like Shroud or Doc or, you know, like even Hexy, like even the people that have like 1,000 to 3,000 people or whatever, like people that I really kind of admire for like what they've done, like people that I genuinely and truly enjoy their streams every day, because they play different kinds of games and stuff like that I'm into, right? Like I certainly learned how to survive in PUBG or get that chicken dinner from just watching Doc because he's so aggressive, and that's when like that's what taught me. Like most people are playing the game like hiding in fucking houses. Like they're not actually like out running around like trying to kill people or whatever. Like they're just like, oh, if I just like hide in these bushes and wait till the end, I don't have to kill like 30 people. I can just kill the last guy and then I'll win. And then that's how I'm better. Like fuck that person. And I say that including myself because I was that person. Like my first matches, I was just like, yeah, if I just sit in the zone in this house for 10 minutes and wait till the end, like my probability is going up. But it's not, because like I'm not practicing how to shoot or how to like, you know, dodge them or whatever, or getting a feel for like where are these people going to be so I can do some crazy CSI shit and infer like, oh yeah, there's a broken window here. If you saw the Twitter post I had for that, all right, so there was a shot and I can see there's a broken window here, so I can infer that like he's gonna run out here, and then he does, and then he's just like, oh my god, and then it does like the full like CSI intro, like
Yeah.
Such a good video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like if I approach large people like that, like they're not going to do anything for me. They don't give a fuck. So like I'd rather work with people that are kind of up and coming, that need the support, that would want to be part of that community. And I don't know, like I'm all for that, right? Like just build a great community. And if by chance I happen to generate some kind of a following where I'm entertaining enough to people, or we're entertaining enough to people that they want to be involved and be part of the conversation and kind of grow with us and things like that, and there's an opportunity to, have people believe that we're worth money for time, right? Because it's harder with artistic mediums and stuff like that. Like entertainment's a funny business. Like it's hard to generate a dollar value. Like how do you put a price on something like happiness, right? Or laughter, or whatever enjoyment. You can, like people do, obviously. Like comedians get paid money, they have rates and things like that, right? Like you see people like fucking, what was it, years ago with Seinfeld, like Jerry Seinfeld, where the company's literally begging them to stay, and paying them like we'll pay you like $1.3 million an episode and like shit like that. So like there's clearly a price you can put on comedy, or entertainment, or whatever in general, right? But it's hard, like especially when you're untested, like when you're not proven. So it's more of like, well, I don't know. I like the idea of donations. Subscriptions are great and everything if somebody wants to support you in the long run, and they're like, man, you're so good at this, and I enjoy our time together so much that I'm willing to pay for it monthly. And realistically, $5 isn't a whole lot for entertainment. Like I can easily justify like up to say like $50 to $100 a month in entertainment, and that's like buying a new game, or paying for a WoW subscription, or doing something like going out to the movies or something. Like it's easy to justify. So when I see rates like this for Twitch, there are definitely people that I look at and I'm like, I can justify giving them money and supporting them, because they really need to be able to make a living in doing this. But if you're not willing to commit, or you can't do that, there's donations, right? Or you sometimes get people that like maybe they're not in a position to donate, and I've seen people do this on other streams where like they'll calculate how many months they've watched. Say like for example with me and Lobos, I must have purged or like binged every single one of his challenge runs for like Diablo, or sorry, Dark Souls 1. I said Diablo because I'm playing it. But like I honestly truly must have binged every single one of his Dark Souls 1 playthroughs and challenges, just because it was so kind of interesting and entertaining and hilarious to just see like the ways he was dying. Because he'd be like, all right, so this run I'm gonna, and then it'd just be like whatever challenge, right? Like today he was doing use what you see randomizer run for Dark Souls 2 Scholars of the First Flame. Right? So like as he's running through and playing the game, if he sees an item, he picks it up. It could be literally anything. So he could spend like fucking 4 hours just fat walking through the game, right, as a challenge, only to make it to the point where he ends up having to restart because he can't get gear or have a setup or build or whatever where he's able to progress, right? Or if he doesn't get, say, like branches, for example, to cleanse the statues, then he's not able to progress, so he has to restart, right? So it's a very interesting challenge, and I don't know, like I like that, because he may be, not to be negative, but like he may not necessarily be the most engaging or entertaining person on a scale, because showmanship is a skill, but he's certainly not bad by any means. Like I've gotten hours and hours out of entertainment in watching him with this, which is my point. But anyway, like I could have easily watched and calculated how many hours or days or whatever, and then just been like, okay, well, I watched you for this many days, and that would have been this many months. So here's a donation worth this amount, right? And that's what I'm trying to get at, is at least with donations, people can kind of determine by themselves how much they're kind of willing to pay for the entertainment. Like maybe it's $1 because you made them laugh. Maybe it's $10 because they just feel like you're a really cool person. Maybe you have a goal. Like maybe you really need like a new mic or a webcam or something. Like I don't know like what people do with their donations. Maybe somebody sees you literally starving to death and they're like, man, buy a pizza or something.
Not ready yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like as I've watched Twitch streamers and stuff like that, like I've seen things like this happen where like, you know, somebody was streaming and maybe they were streaming for like 12 hours and they're like, holy shit, like you haven't eaten. Like I'm just gonna give you $20. Like fucking buy a pizza, and they'll put that in like their donation comment. Like it's funny stuff.
Yeah. That's
but
kind of
I don't know. Like
that comes with the pressure when you get an audience like that, though, where you're kind of in that position where you want to entertain and you want to keep going with the audience because that's what you're building, and then you forget. It's very easy to forget to eat and like, you know, get up and move around or take
well, I
stuff
mean,
like that.
even I've noticed stuff like that. Like when I'm working, I don't. Time just goes away. Like I don't feel hungry. I don't really pay attention to the time or whatever. Like I basically show up at work, and like even today, like it was slow today. I showed up at work, and like next thing I knew, it was like time for me to go for lunch. And then next thing I knew, like we got incredibly busy, but like time was just flying by.
Oh, did he did the objective? Okay.
Yeah, and then like I get home, right? And then it's just like, okay, well, you know, have dinner, whatever. And then it's time to stream. And it may not even be for that long. Like it's 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. But like on the weekend, like we were playing for 5 hours one day, 4 hours the next day, or sorry, just under 6 hours. So 6 hours Saturday, 6 hours Saturday, 5 hours or 4 hours on Sunday. So that's 10 hours. But like I didn't eat. I didn't like. I have my drink. Like I all drank, but like, you know, I wasn't even hungry or anything like that. Time just goes, right? And it's hard to really notice it.
It only gets worse the older you get. That's what I find.
Well, yeah, that and I feel coffee helps. Like, I don't know if this is true of coffee, but I find that when I drink coffee, I'm just not hungry. Like I don't know if it's a suppressant. I don't know if it just like makes you feel full. But I find that when I drink coffee, I'm not hungry as often. So I don't know, because I don't really know if you drink. I don't think.
No way.
Do you drink coffee?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you drink coffee.
Sometimes I do.
You tend to drink more soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And I do too now. Like I went for the longest time where I was literally just drinking water. Partially, like it is good for you, but it's because there wasn't really like an alternative drink. Like there isn't really an alternative drink to water that's as good or as healthy or whatever. Like you can drink diet soda or like Coke Zero or whatever, but you run the risk of like, yeah, it's 0 calories, 0 sugar and whatever. But number one, it doesn't taste the same, let's be honest. Like Coke Zero or Coke Zero sugar now is not the same taste as Coke. It just isn't. I like it personally. Like I prefer Coke Zero to Coke in general. Come at me, haters. Internet haters. 3 years from now when you're yelling at me because you're gonna be like, Coke Zero shit. But there honestly wasn't like a healthy alternative. So it was like wake up, drink coffee in the morning and throughout the day.
I can't.
Right? And then I get home and I don't drink alcohol. like
Nope.
if at all.
No.
I don't really have like any extra drinks or whatever. So it's also like, okay, well, tea, right? I used to drink tea in the afternoon or in the evenings. And then I found what is it? Nestle. My friend, my coworker told me about it because he's like big into health, like health drinks and just taking care of himself and all of that. Like he's not vegan or anything, but like he takes care of himself. And he found like the Nestle Pure Life fizzy drink. Like there was a lemon lime one. There's some other horrendous like strawberry or raspberry concoction that tastes like cherry cough syrup.
Pure Life or Cure Life? Like
Nestle Pure Life.
Oh.
Like P-U-R-E.
Oh.
It's the same price as Pop. Like you buy it like Pop. It's in a case of 12.
It is?
It's basically like tonic water, like fizzy tonic water.
I just don't know where to get it. Because I wanted to try
Honestly,
it.
I buy it at Freshco.
I wanted to get it. Like I wanted to try it.
I buy it
instead
at
of
Freshco
Pop.
for like, I think when it's on sale, you can find it for like $2.50 a case.
I wanted to try that instead of
Pop.
instead
Yeah,
of
well,
Pop.
because there is no calories in it. No calories,
Yeah.
nothing negative, no bullshit like aspartame or anything like that. It's honestly just like water, the stuff that they use to make it fizzy, which has nothing negative in it. And then they have, it says natural flavor. Natural flavors, you can kind of get into the gray area of, well, it's synthesized, like they create that, right? So it's synthetic flavor. So it's well, what do they use to make that you're going to kind of get into those arguments of, well, it could be unhealthy for you, like it must be bad, or you know, why would somebody just make a healthy alternative to Pop? And my answer is perhaps, you know, maybe it's because there's a market. There's people like me that want something besides water that has a flavor to it and is fizzy like Pop, or soda. And you know, they just can't get that anywhere else. I fucking hate these guys. They're so disgusting. I can't even look at them. I'm gonna stare at my health bar so I know if I'm dying.
More fury.
And it's just because they have holes on their body. Like it's I understand what people mean by like fucking getting triggered, because that sets off like some weird like gut reaction in me where I look at them and I'm just like, yeah. Oh, my health is doing stuff. Hold on. Okay, he's dead. I can actually look at the screen. Do you have that? Like, are there any enemies in this game where you look at them and you're just like, that's absolutely like horrid?
In this game, no. Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not ready yet.
Like, I'm trying so hard not to look at him, but I want to look at the screen so I don't die. Oh, this is the only reason why I can't come to this place. Like, I hate it so much.
More time.
Oh, Yeti!
Impossible. Full capos, guide my hand.
I think that's a thing. That what's it called? Like Bactophobia or thanatophobia or something like that. It gets me every time. Like if I see posts on like 9gag or like the odd time that I'll like go to 4chan and it'll be like medical mystery thread, and it's like that picture of like the like holes where like
Need
people's
more time.
fingertips are.
Those are photoshopped. It's yeah. I don't even bother wasting.
Oh,
this.
I know they are. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it doesn't bother me. I see it and I'm just like immediately just like
I
scroll
need
down.
to go back.
Like just go down. Just keep scrolling. I can't look at it.
Well
Just
done.
absolutely
You have
disgusting.
finished all the-
Yay! Wait, was that it? Is that chapter 1?
I think so.
Chapter 2 objectives, yeah.
Yeah, a whole bunch of plans. Holy fuck.
But I guess some people have like different triggers and stuff like that. So that's a question for you. Future YouTubers that, you know, happen to stumble upon this video. What is it? What kind of like irrational thing do you see or know about? Oh, I see what you mean about the plans. What irrational thing do you like see or know about? Like if you like me with like the holes in seeing somebody's body, or like do you have that? Like if you hear somebody chewing, do you get like irrationally upset?
Irrational.
Like if somebody's yeah, like somebody's chewing, like let's say like I was on like you and I were talking through Twitch, right? And you could hear me chewing, right? Not just like taking a bite, like if I was eating chips and you heard like the crunch, but like the actual chewing. Would that bother you?
Maybe. Maybe.
It doesn't happen to me all the time, but there are definitely times where I've heard people chewing and I'm like I'm looking at them and I'm being polite or whatever, and in my head I'm just like, fucking stop. Just being like, and it's just somebody's eating, like they're not doing anything, they don't even know like what's going on. It's just like it's like that nails on a chalkboard kind of feeling where you're just like, nah. Right? I don't know what it is. It's just like irrational responses to people doing ordinary things, like just things that they need to do.
There we go. I got a
don't know.
cool helmet.
I'm not getting any cool shit.
You didn't get any like
I got plans and stuff. But
yeah. Make some
yeah,
stuff.
maybe I'll just look through. Is there like, are there sets that I can have? Maybe a cane set. I don't think I got cane set.
Chest armor. All guilds. Yeah. Strength, dexterity.
Oh, well, all guilds would at least give magic find, if nothing else. Like the helm gives like 11 to 12% better magic find.
Hmm.
The rest of it, so there's head, shoulders, wrist, torso. So that's the head.
I don't see where it says to give magic find.
Go back. Head, shoulders, all guilds, chest. Just the helmet, I think, had the magic find.
Oh, well, I got a good helmet already. Right now that I can't take off, so. And I only have the chest for all guilds.
Yeah, and Shira's Iron Fist, if you got that, that
Nope.
has better magic find.
No, I got the Helm of Command, which is my sweet
Oh, but they're
Diablo
level 52.
Diablo 2.
Oh, they won't upgrade anyway until... Yeah, well, then I'm not going to bother with it until I'm level 70,
Mhm.
right? I got less than one level. And then... Yes, so we cleared
Chapter-
Act 3.
Chapter 2?
Yeah, so chapter 2, so I have some that are already done, and you might too already. Um,
I have one.
so there's expert, so complete a Nephilim Rift on expert or higher. Craft a level 70 weapon or armor piece, which we'll get as soon as we turn level 70 anyway. Friends with benefits.
What?
Fully equip one of your followers.
Oh, we have to kill Diablo at level 60 or higher on hard difficulty or higher. Why don't we have that? We have to kill Diablo.
Were we level 60
No.
when we
so
killed
we gotta
him?
we gotta kill him.
So probably not. So we
Let's
have
go
to
kill
Diablo.
Diablo.
That's fine. And then above and beyond, reach level 70. Okay, so that'll happen naturally.
Fully equip one of your
Okay.
followers.
So transmogrify an item at the No, I already did that. So craft a level 70 ring or amulet, which I can't do. So it's craft some stuff, kill Diablo, and then make some armor and so craft some stuff, kill Diablo, and then do something else. Oh, equip your follower. Okay,
Raise
that's fine.
blacksmith,
That's fine.
jeweler, and mystic to level 12. Okay.
Go to Act 4, kill Diablo. Oh, and that's one of the bounties. So there. Do that.
Okay. This I don't remember this part.
Running through, just trying not to get killed.
Wait. Okay. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, that's because. All right, never mind.
Creature must die.
No, stay together.
I can't.
I'm using the helmet
Oh
that
boy.
I got in Diablo 2, in level 2 Diablo. Oh no.
What is
The
it?
the helm of command.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh my god, what is this?
It used to provide skill ups to everything or whatever.
Oh, like
Barb,
+1 or
plus
+2
one or
to
two.
all skills.
Yeah, and then plus to shouts and stuff, because shouts were important, and now they're not important,
I grow stronger.
What do you mean?
because you can only do one. I'd rather do all three.
You don't. You want to be a singing barbarian?
Maybe.
That's what I want in life.
Still recharging.
Yeah. Well, we did the bounty, but we're supposed to kill Diablo.
That's okay.
Watch us get fucking killed.
Impossible.
Faux show. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I wonder if there's a way we can just, like, instantly go to Diablo. There? No, there isn't. Is there? I feel like there would be.
I'm not sure. Other than just making.
No, I guess not. I guess it's just Silver Spire, and then. No, it's fine. Just we just have to, I guess, find the portal or whatever through Silver Spire. It's fine. We'll do it. It'll also give us experience. Like, we might be level 70 when we get there.
Right.
Maybe the game will feel sorry for us and just instantly give us legendaries.
Let your spirit be free from this torment.
I was watching on my lunch break. There was it Boogie, like Boogie 2988?
Yes.
You probably, or some people may know him as Francis.
Yep.
That's how I met him. With the,
Yeah. Well, who didn't?
Francis hates
Everybody.
And I didn't know
Yeah.
that he was acting. Like I just thought that was who he was.
Yeah. Oh, and I saw it.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was fooled, but then at the same time, I'm like, there's no way that like this is how he actually
Somebody
is,
does
and
this.
thank God I was right. Like, he's just genuinely like he
Yeah.
was just genuinely good at the acting.
Yeah, like,
he was just
absolutely
like
amazing
being
at
a
it.
character. It was funny. Had me
Yeah.
fooled.
So I was watching him because I think one of it was either like his latest video today or yesterday, where I guess, and I missed this completely, but like I guess there's some kind of controversy or something going on with like Twitch streamers or something where like one group of streamers is like arguing against like bikini streamers. Or like titty streamers or booby streamers, like whatever you want to call them. Like basically the streamers of girls that
The eye candy girls.
essentially use
Yeah.
they found
yeah.
found this kind of market between like
They're using it as a niche.
doing-
That's all.
yeah like
I
they're
get it.
they found like this market of people willing to watch that are
Whatever.
not like they're like 13 to like 17 or 18 or whatever like the people that are basically younger that just that's what they want to see.
Yeah. The
And
only
so,
thing that I
he
have
was
an
just
issue.
weighing in.
The only thing that I have an issue with that is just you could be dealing with like really young kids. You never know who's watching
yeah, with
you.
Twitch, because you don't know. Like if I don't think I've ever seen any girl that's just like playing like, yeah, let's play like Barbie Adventure. That's probably the wrong game for the market. Like, or like, let's play Pokemon, and they're there just like hanging out or whatever. Like I've never seen anything like that.
Yep.
Like the few that I probably would have seen or have seen or whatever, it's never been like super overt.
Not ready yet.
Like it's always just been like conservative. It just to me looked like they're just wearing clothes that they're comfortable wearing. Like who cares? But I don't fully understand the controversy because it, like maybe I've misunderstood it, but I feel like the argument people were making was these girls are ruining Twitch because it's supposed to be a platform for people who like or enjoy or playing games, and maybe it's just fucking jealousy where it's like, and these girls come in and they've got more viewers than I do and I have to work harder or whatever, blah blah blah, because like they've probably been like streaming for like a fucking minute, and the girls have been streaming for say like the same minute, and they're like, why are all of the people in her channel and not in mine? Like I'm producing great content.
Well, that's subjective, but
yeah,
are they playing games in this scenario? Like, are they gamers?
Yeah, like
you can. I don't care what they're wearing. You can tell if somebody's a gamer or if they're not. So if they are playing a gamer, then yeah, there's not really much that I can see wrong with it, other than like they are using they're playing to their advantages. Or whatever.
Yeah, well, there are people that look better than other people. There are people that look worse.
Yeah, people
there are
have
people
been doing that.
Smarter, people that are
people
more
have
ambitious.
People have been doing that like before Twitch, so you can't. I don't know. It's not going to go away anytime soon. We've been dealing with that for since.
I mean, part of
forever.
me is just like part of me is looking at the situation, just being like, good for them. They found a market. They're providing entertainment that people are willing to pay for, and if they enjoy it, like, it's not like anybody's forcing them to do this. Like, it's not like somebody shows up and there's some kind of like real life pimp that's like, you need to get on there and play these video games. Like nobody's doing that, so far as I know. Maybe like I
hope not.
Yeah, like I certainly hope not. Like that would be absolutely fucking terrible. But like, yeah, like I think it's really neat that like there's a whole new market that's being created. So who cares? Like I always default to the argument of like, people understand and know what they want to spend their time on, right? If they feel like this is worth their time and they're willing to pay for it, and the girl's having fun and the people are having fun, right? Who fucking cares? And if and this is just me, so like I'm gonna take a jab at them for this, but like, and if your stream is suffering, right, in comparison to somebody whose sole entertainment and value is just like the fact that they're wearing a low cut shirt, right? Like if you're getting beat out in viewers because your entertainment is so fucking trash, somebody would rather just go to another stream to be able to stare at somebody in a weird lurking goofy kind of way or whatever, like whatever their thing is, or just watch it for the game or entertainment. Like maybe that should be your incentive to work on your content.
They said bikinis or whatever, I guess, too, right? Like,
well, I don't think I've ever seen somebody like sitting on like actually sitting there wearing a bikini. Maybe two that I know of.
I haven't. I haven't.
The only two that I've ever seen, I think, was like, and I only knew of them because it was like weird controversy with like YouTube and her getting banned and coming back or whatever. It was like Zoe Berger and what's her name? Celeste. It's either Celeste or Celestia Vega, and they're the only two that I know of.
Yeah, but
again,
if you can't. I don't know. I can't go against it because how can you go against somebody wearing a bikini or whatever and not go against a girl who's wearing like a revealing cosplay or something like that? Like there's lots of cosplayers that show like cleavage and stuff like that too, because it's like they're cosplaying or whatever. But you know, mind you, they're putting effort into making costume and stuff like that, but it's kind of the same thing. They're still being revealing. The concept is still there. So I don't know. I don't have myself. I don't have a problem with it, but like if they're getting up and like fucking like twerking and like shit like that, like, and you're going into a different realm other than like streaming, like game streaming. You know what I mean? Like
well, that's kind of the gray area, right?
Yeah.
Because.
But that's my line.
So for me to go back, because I want to be clear about this, like I'm all for people doing and whatever it is that they want. Like if you're a girl streamer, right, like a gamer girl, and you're completely fine with doing that, and people are okay with watching it, I have no problems with that, right? Because it's just mutual exchange in that you're willing to do something that you enjoy, and they're willing to give you money for something they enjoy. So who cares? Right, but that's what I mean about the gray area in the market, where it's like there's this middle ground where you can be on Twitch, right, and you can be streaming, and wearing revealing clothes or playing a game like say Just Dance, right, where you're bouncing around and doing whatever, where it's not really adult entertainment, like you're not naked or anything, but it's not really like somebody playing games like there are different female streamers too. Like I have a ton of respect for people like Ammunition, because she's never once in any stream I've ever seen been like that. In fact, she's actively been against that because she doesn't want to be like kind of related to that. She just wants to be like a girl gamer, like a girl that comes on Twitch and is just cool and like chills with her chat and plays games, and that's it, right? And she's really good at it. Like I started watching her when people were playing H1Z1, and she was in some tournaments, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I watched her Mass Effect gameplay, and because of that, I was inspired to play the game because I'd never seen it or whatever. I caught the ass end of the story for Mass Effect 1, where she was making decisions, and I was like, oh shit, it's a story-driven game. Well, fuck, I have to buy that and play it because it's sci-fi and it looks awesome. And then I was greatly disappointed, not because of the game or the story, because Mass Effect 1 came out in like 2007 or 2009 or something. Like the graphics weren't there, the controls were a little but it was still a really great game. Like I can see why people love the game. So my point is, like, there's all kinds, and it's kind of interesting to see this gray area that it seems people are kind of being bothered by, because they're not adult entertainment, and they're not like strictly kind of like gaming entertainment where it's like I'm a person playing games with like a webcam that's maybe 10% of my screen, right? Like they're not falling into like the traditional idea of what Twitch, I guess, was, or what people, I guess people think it's supposed to be. But I don't know. I feel like if it's just me and kind of hearing the arguments, and I don't know all of them, but I feel like maybe these people are just like jealous because their content, they feel like they're having to work harder. Maybe not jealous, but envious. Like they feel like they're having to work harder or do more.
I can't really take a standpoint because I don't like when people like paint such broad like scenarios.
Yeah.
Like with gigantic brush, like it's like a whole gigantic brush scenario where it's just like it's either this. I want a black and white answer for a gray question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. But like I said, you know, if that's what they're gonna do to make people to join their channels or view their channels or whatever, then that's what they're gonna do, and that's been done like in almost any industry where women have like been in. Like that's a tactic that's been used, not by all, but some of them. Like even you can go to a restaurant.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So like the arguments against them.
Yeah,
being like, oh, women are coming into this industry.
It's not
therefore.
Yeah, therefore it's gonna like it's there. It was there, like I said, it's there in fucking restaurants. You know, fucking Hooters made a fucking
like any
worldwide
like
business off
any...
of it. Like it's just it is what it is, and I don't think that's going to be going away anytime soon. But I don't have a standpoint on it really.
Yep.
Because like I said, it's a gray question, but the people want a black and white answer. You can't get it.
Yeah. And I mean, truthfully, it's not like I know everything. I wasn't really following. I just happened to see, like if it's trending, right, to the point where Boogie is making a video on it, and I enjoy his videos. Like I have absolutely nothing against it. I think he's really awesome. He's one of the few people, again, like I think in terms of like talk entertainment, it's like him and like the Phil DeFranco show. I don't know if you watch that. Where he basically he comes on, and then he covers like news events that happen, regardless of what field or background or whatever. Like those are the two biggest ones that I think I watch now that aren't like Let's Players, exclusively or whatever.
Yep.
So it was interesting because like it was something that was happening in Twitch that I didn't really see or know about or what have you. Yeah, trypophobia is what it is. Man, I'm really bad at reading chat.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was an interesting conversation that was coming up. And I know like just because an argument exists or just because something's happening doesn't mean you have to engage it. But I don't know, like I kind of look at it and I'm not really torn or anything. I'm just like, man, there's a market for it. And what does it matter? Like, it's not like there's a finite amount of viewers. Like, there's plenty of people in the world in Twitch, assuming people are working hard and growing the business itself. Like there's going to be plenty of other viewers. Like, I mean, I'm sitting here right now with you with, 2 viewers in my Twitch channel. Not to get too real, like future people, but that's where I'm at right now when I'm making this. In YouTube, like I don't really expect this video to like skyrocket or go viral or whatever. Like it's just a video that I'm making, and it's more of an archive than anything. But it's just like, yeah, okay, so this is an event that's happening, and I don't really know everything that's going on with it, but Twitch over time is going to grow. Like people are, if you're doing what you're doing and you're being entertaining and you're working on yourself in your stream and working with your strengths, right, and you're staying true to yourself, like it's not so much that you have to find your audience or fight over the people that are already there, as so much as your audience will find you, right? They're going to want to be with you because of whatever it is that you're saying or doing or playing, or the entertainment that you're providing. So why shouldn't you try to just aspire to be the best version of that, right? Just don't be a shitty person. And to me, if you're going to be the kind of person that's going on and attacking people for having a market and being entertaining and doing what it is that they want to do, like, you're just being a fucking asshole. I guess, like, that's just kind of my stance on it. And it's really not that hard. Like, when you're faced with a decision where it's like, this doesn't really impact me, but I'm going to make this about me, and you have this decision between, do I want to be an asshole, or do I just want to, be better or improve or whatever? Just don't be an asshole. Like, don't be a jerk, right? Just work on yourself and work on delivering and being the best version of yourself that you can. And eventually other people will kind of recognize that or want to be around it. And I'm sure they're like, I mean, you're right. Like, there's lots of people like that. There's people like that in every business, in every industry. There's always going to be the people that want to help and work with others. And there's going to be the other people that are like cutthroat. Like, I need to pull you down to get higher than, where I am.
Yep.
And that's inevitable, right? Like and it's not just like Twitch, like it's everywhere. Every business, every place is gonna to do that. And more importantly, everybody in the world, has something at some point in time that you might want. And the only way you're going to be able to get that is by working with other people or negotiating, right? Like, you can't resort to violence. I mean, you can, but, you shouldn't. Or more importantly, like, you're going to get caught, or there will be some other consequence or whatever. Like, if you want a really nice house, you can't just like roll up and kill the owners and be like, this is my house now, right? Like, that's not an option in society, right? But you have to work with other people. So why wouldn't you just do that, right? Just don't be an asshole. Find the right people, or the good people, or the people you want to work with or play with or whatever, and just do it. So I don't know. That's just me. That's all I'm really going to kind of say about it. It was a great video. Boogie had some interesting thoughts on it. I was just kind of curious to kind of see where you stood on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Like it's a gray area.
I said,
right?
Yep. Like I said, for the majority of it, I don't have a problem with it, but I do have a line that I draw, like a personal line kind of thing, because, but...
So really what we need to do is just like get to 70, craft some
no,
stuff.
there's if you go, there's a thing we gotta get in Cube in like Act 3.
Oh yeah,
the runes of Szechuan.
We can do that. Yeah, so we have to go back to the runes of I can't say this word. Szechuan. I keep wanting to say Szechuan.
Szechuan sauce. The runes of Szechuan sauce.
We actually tonight in Gauntlet Gaming, Rick and Morty make a special appearance. Oh, I don't know what we're doing here, Rick. We gotta come to this room, Morty. We gotta get that sauce, Morty. I heard it's here.
I can.
If I could get killed by the environment right there, that would have been the time.
So somewhere there's a cube. What's this?
Yeah, there's like a I guess like back area or something.
This guy's cool.
Garen. His name is Garen.
Garen.
Oh my god. Garen.
No way.
I do want to. I've been getting an itch to play like League or like Heroes of the Storm lately. More so League, but
yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, I guess there's a new season out for League. I honestly feel like if I were to pick up League again, it would be like learning a new game.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah, it would be.
It's been so many seasons. Not that I'd really have to, like, train hard or anything, like, for fuck's sakes. I'm a Garen main. Like,
Yeah.
I show up, I spin around, I occasionally...
It's the same
decisive
tactics
strike
in
people.
Season 1. Hide in a bush, and people fall for it every time. It's the
Yeah,
same.
just
Yeah,
like show up, go in the bush. Hey,
It is.
this
That's
person's
what it
pushing too
is.
far. Run out of the bush. Decisive strike. Spin. They
I
go
was
to run away.
playing-
Fucking hit level 6. Give them the old.
Yeah.
My voice cracked when I said that. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Good.
I can't just scream it.
I know.
You wait. You wait, internet. That day will come.
Hmm.
Oh yes. It'll come.
It was funny.
Through the day when you see me at 100% hype.
I will enjoy
Monotone mannerisms be damned. 1000% hype. Fucking make Dashi look like he's half asleep.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
No way.
But yeah, I can see. I do like. I think for me, like the regular game mode for League of Legends is good. Like I enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
you know, comfortable in playing it. But then there's the bridge, like just complete all mid, all random.
Yeah.
That's just
I
fun.
like that, but I don't like it when I don't
Perfect.
I don't get a good character. I just want to be able to pick my character on the bridge. I don't know. Whatever.
If by good character, you just mean somebody that you have some idea like how to play as.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll just open up a new League account and just start playing.
From scratch.
Yeah, but that's kind of pointless.
I mean,
It's like,
that's certain. And
ideally, I would have.
my Magus account.
Yeah, ideally, I would have. We should have been recording like fucking years ago, the first time.
Yeah.
That would have been great. But I
So
didn't
for
know.
those-
I didn't know it was a thing, so
Still recharging.
I never did.
Like I knew. Okay, so for those of you watching now, it's 2017, right? And you're gonna see that. But I first, before like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I guess now, I first had the idea for starting streaming and Gauntlet Gaming and all of that back in 2014. And I didn't do anything about it because I'm an idiot. Like that's how that went. Like I honestly should have been recording. And even before that, the absolute best matches and times for you guys to have ever watched anything with us would have been when we were playing League of Legends, because we were.
Well,
I can't even describe it. Funny, salty. We were like just absolute scrubs to the game. We were doing shit like instead like playing the game just like, oh, we just pick characters that we want to pick because I guess that's what you do, because that's what you did in Dota, right? You just pick characters, and then I'm sure there was strategy to Dota, but when that was out, I didn't know any of it. But like, yeah, we would just pick characters and we'd play 2 people top, no jungle, no bottom, or like somebody else would pick a bottom, somebody would pick jungle, and we would fuck up the meta because we didn't understand what we were doing. These fucking guys. So it was just like a hilarious learning curve before we kind of like settled on our roles, where I would play top or ADC and you kind of settled for I think jungle. Like jungle is your best role.
eventually I
would
came.
say.
Eventually I came to terms with playing jungle.
Yeah.
Because I had to find a place, otherwise I just couldn't
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, and jungle was usually open. Because, like, we would play, and then I was just... Eventually, I got to the point where it's like, fuck it, I'm just going to learn how to play everything. So I started with playing support, because nobody ever wanted to play support. And I would play as, like, Sona or Soraka. And I got really good with Sona. As, like, my go-to support. Because, like, I could deal some damage, and occasionally steal kills from the ADC, which is a no-no, please don't do that. And then Soraka, just because Soraka was very much like a WoW healer, I guess, where like I could replenish people's mana, I could replenish their health, and it was large chunks of health, or I could pay attention to what was going on the screen, like other people when they're low or whatever, and then heal them. Like it would honestly make the difference if you're a good like Soraka support. You were never just with one person. You were with everybody trying to pay attention to it all.
No way.
Because
that's why I
somebody
was trying
could
to
jump out
say.
get tanked.
That's why I was trying to say that try that battle right game because it's pretty new, but it's kind of like
Impossible.
League or kind of like Heroes of the Storm, but its own.
Yeah.
It's its own thing, kind of thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was saying try that. It would have been fun. It would be fun to try. It's just different. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to trying it because I genuinely don't know anything about the game. Just like there are other games that I think I would like to play, like what was it? Your Monster Hunter type game. What was that? Dauntless? Was that Dauntless?
Yes.
Yeah. So that Monster Hunter type game. So Dauntless. I certainly would love to do.
Dauntless
like
does look like it's going to be a
Mass
fun
Effect playthrough
fun game
because you haven't really seen it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing like WoW challenges, right? That would be interesting as a way to kill time between like now and what is it? Battle for Azeroth or classic servers, because honestly, like classic servers have me more hyped than Battle for Azeroth, and I like Battle for Azeroth. Like I think it's going to be
I like the
very
idea.
interesting.
They're going to be, I don't know which patch it is, but they're going to be removing PvP servers in general. PvP is just going to be like a toggle or whatever.
Yeah, like you can just choose to do it. I was reading that on what was it, MMO Champion? Yeah, like you could just toggle whether you want to be in PvP
Its
or not.
potential became clear. They began to fear its power.
So like lobies can run around without fear.
Even from me, and created
Yeah,
a less
well,
powerful.
I mean, I guess.
The Horadric.
But if it's true PvP, then you
Yeah.
should be running around at level 20 being flagged. Like that's
Yep.
what you signed up for, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. There are. My point is there are quite a few games that I'm looking forward to.
Yep.
I need to go back.
Playing in general and streaming, and of course there's staples and stuff like. I know it's more challenging to develop a following on Twitch or YouTube by playing a variety of games, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to play what I enjoy, and then there are games that I can see myself playing for a while, like Dead by Daylight. Destiny, I'm kind of torn with like a love-hate relationship with Destiny because I really like playing Destiny, but I also don't really like streaming Destiny
Yeah.
because
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
it's boring unless I'm in like a team or like fire
Yep.
team, raid,
Strikes
strike,
and raids.
PvP, something like that where like it's more than say like just us doing it, just us.
Yep.
Still recharging.
I just feel like it's less entertaining, put it that way, because how entertaining can it really be? Watching somebody just like kind of shoot mobs during strikes.
Yep. Over and over and over and over and over again.
Sorry,
At least with League, you have consistently like different matches with different people, and you get to see the people like the super toxic people.
yeah.
But that's why, I suggested the that battle
Super
right,
toxic people, justice.
that battle right game.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks interesting.
I mean, I'll definitely have to look at it. I went looking for that video too of that rogue getting fucking destroyed by the paladin.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it anywhere. So, dear random viewer, on YouTube in the future, if you can find a video of a rogue dueling a rogue on like a classic server, and shortly after one of the rogues dies and like the other rogue is celebrating or whatever, like they have the victory, there's a fucking like high warlord or High Warlord.
Just a
Grand
paladin.
Marshal Paladin.
Yeah.
A Grand Marshal Paladin rolls up and they go to fight, and the Paladin just wreck bombs them. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, if you can find it or whatever, send it to me in the comments. I don't care if it's like a day from now. I don't care if it's like a year from now or like 5 years from now, whenever somebody actually looks back and is watching this video. But like, if you can find it, send it to me, because it's hilarious, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't find it. And if I find it, I'm just gonna like post it somewhere. Like I'm gonna find it and like it or tweet it or something, like just to have it. I'll pin that shit on my Twitter, just so you can see it, because it's hilarious. Because you never expect it. Like classic paladins didn't deal damage, right? Like they struggled. Like you dealt some damage if you got Vergen's fist, but after that there was nothing. So I can craft some stuff, and then so I need to craft a necklace or amulet. Shan, come here. Craft this shit. Well, you're better than everything I have. I'll just have to remember that I can't stand in arcane. And that's done, right? 9? Okay. So craft a level 70 weapon or armor piece. So we can go over and do that with Hadrig.
I gotta
Hadrig.
I gotta get myself to level 70.
Crafting. That's what I'm doing. I just need like a random level 70 thing. You're level 70. You're not doing anything. Give me... No, those are weapons. Level 60. You're level 70. Sure. You'll do. I'll just do it. Good. 10 out of 11. And now I need stuff for my follower, which I can also craft. Where are my followers hanging out? Where are my followers? Aren't they over here? Oh, they're there. Okay. Templar. What do you need? So you need necklace. I ruined mine. So necklace, 2 rings, a relic, a javelin, and a shield. Alright. So is there anything here that I can... So I need a weapon. I need like a pike or something. Spear, dagger, flail, hand crossbow, mace, polearm. Can he use polearms? We'll find out. Spear, just in case. He needs a shield, which is probably, I think, an armor. Right? Armor, shield, shield, shield. Okay, good. You take that. And then I need a Templar relic. Necklace and 2 rings. Necklace. 2 rings. I had just enough. Perfect. Perfect!
Mm-hmm.
You're better than what I have. Now just to just quickly look over and see if... Because I can't have my followers... Can't have my followers wearing better gear than I have. You accept your hand-me-downs. Here. Alright. Relic. Necklace. Ring 1. Wait, were you better than the other ring?
Irena, someday you
Ring
must
1,
see the great battle.
ring 2. Okay. So you still need to get level 70 so you can do the chapter 7 stuff.
Yep.
Oh shit. That gloves. Oh, I can't. Can I wear these? Will of Light, Crown of Light. That shit on for sure. Oh, this is the set that I was looking for. Perfect. It's not the whole set or anything, it's just like parts of it. That's fine. Yeah, so every use of Blessed Hammer that hits an enemy reduces the cooldown of Falling Sword and Provoke by 1 second. So, since I use Falling Sword, now is the time for me to take Rapid Descent. So that way I can just constantly jump on people, Mario style, and just curb stomp them. That's what I'm going to be doing. It's just curb stomping people.
Cool.
And because I'm in the air, I'm not going to be taking damage.
Your guy has candles on his head.
What?
Your guy's helmet, he has candles on his head.
God! I can't have that. Or can I? Disgusting. No. You go back to being a feather mohawk.
It's like 50 grand.
And it's better than having candles. I'd rather have that than the candles for sure. Alright. So you need to be level 70. So you can get to chapter 3. And I don't think I have... Okay, I have one... Yeah, I have one thing completed for chapter 3. So we'll get you to level 70. How far are you?
What do you mean?
How far are you till 70?
Like 3/4.
Okay. Well, we can complete bounties then. So we already did one in the high heavens, so we should just do the rest of the 4 bounties, and that way you'll get the level, and then we'll get another bounty. Makes sense. Okay.
Doink.
The Angelus Council is comprised
Angelus
of the 5
Council.
archangels who hold dominion
I look
over
like
all
shit.
heavens.
Yeah.
They determine the laws by which all angels must abide.
Running around like with other mobs and stuff, and you're just like, you ever get beat up by a clown before?
Justice, hope, faith, and wisdom.
Yeah, jump.
No way.
The ancient smile.
Oh,
A foe worth killing.
oh, this is perfect.
What?
That the cooldown is like it's significantly decreased. Like if there's people around and I'm just getting them with hammers and stuff, like I'm gonna be able to jump pretty often.
I can't.
Ah!
What well, that was a waste.
Need more time.
Yeah, it's time to start jacking up those Paragon levels. So I can get that sweet portrait.
There's a portal here.
Yeah. What is rapidly saying?
Impossible.
Each enemy hit by falling sword reduces the cooldown by 1 second. Okay, so I have an incentive to hit people with hammers, but I also have an incentive to just hit large groups of people in general.
This
That's good.
is this a rift? This is a rift.
Yes. No. Yes. Why? What? Why are we in a rift?
I don't know. I was just.
Oh no.
leveling.
We're in a rift because we have to kill the sled. Wait, like we're in a rift, but we're not in like a Nephilim.
Okay.
We're in a hell rift.
Not ready yet.
Yes.
Completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the guy is in the rift. The guy we have to kill is in here. Yo.
No way.
I don't even really think I need Rapid Descent, because I'm going to recharge my ability anyway, like pretty quickly.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know anything about Crusaders. All I know how to. The only thing I know how to do is swing this club into things' faces. Spin really fast.
I only know how to hurt.
Need more time.
Leave me alone. Sure, rise. Rise. Just go back. Yeah.
Still recharging.
So yeah, like if I found the gear that allowed me to have way more hammers while wearing this set, right? That would be a good combo, I think.
This guy's hurting me.
Because then I could just have like a ton of hammers, which
He's
reduce the
hurting me.
cooldown. Yeah, a ton of hammers that reduce the cooldown, combined with
I've
the
been
set
healed.
to reduce the jump
I wish I could
or
do
jump
that.
or whatever. Falling sword, that's what it is. There we go. I'm at a loss for words.
Strength.
Yeah.
I need to go back.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not so bad. I think
need fuel.
like if I end up hitting like a bunch of people or whatever, my cooldown ends up being like 10 seconds or something like that, so it's 1/3. Like 1/3 the regular cooldown. Because 30 seconds is a long time to wait for an ability.
Mm-hmm.
Not ready yet.
I don't know why I'm taking so much damage now.
Well, what's your toughness? It might be because I'm 70.
3 million?
Yeah, like I have 6 million toughness. What's your damage?
Hang on. 129. 129,000.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm at 174 now. And that's using like shit tier weapons.
No way.
Yeah. See, like, these mobs and stuff like that aren't anywhere near as gross. Like, they're supposed to be grotesque and demonic and whatever, but they're just kind of like random enemies to me. All the things, please. Please level 70. Yeah, everything that I'm picking up is level 70, so I can't really give you. I can't give you anything. That would probably boost your toughness and damage. Wait. We did this. Hold on. We gotta go to the next one.
I need to go back.
Down? Yeah, down into the corner. It's really weird that there's just like a line back here where it's just like, demonic scourge, pristine, heavenly.
Maybe I'll just put my shout back on.
Oh.
I will enjoy this.
Well, I can, yeah, I'll leave consecrate down.
Oh, it's fine. Like, I'm not taking like absurd amount of damage or something.
But just like you're taking damage in general.
Yeah.
I must wait longer. Volcapo smiles on me.
Because I was sitting here thinking, I wonder if we could put it back up. Because I'm not taking any damage. Or hardly any. But I don't want to do that. Like, we'll do that maybe tomorrow.
More
Like,
fury.
move back up.
Oh, I made it to 70 now.
Okay. Perfect. Oh god.
Need more time.
Yeah, so we'll get this chest. You can get like all of your chapter 2 stuff done by just like buying five.
Yeah.
Or crafting whatever you need to craft or whatever. And then I think that'll be it for today.
I can.
That should take us to 11. I didn't see, this is the thing, like I didn't even notice 2 hours had gone by.
You wilt against my blow. Not enough fury.
That's what happens when you have good
This
conversation.
cannot be opened yet. I grow in power.
Paragon portrait.
Yep. Now you have a little tiny banner.
I can.
Burn in the light.
The ancients smile on me.
Oh, we're not gonna get it. Fuck. 10,
I gain
like
new
10
strength.
shy.
Yeah. I don't have the
Getting,
damage.
second chest. Yeah. Well, we don't.
Cannot open this.
I don't really have the damage either. Oh, kill the remaining enemies. Just kill this one guy. Yo.
This cannot be opened
No,
yet.
where? Fucking random enemy, random enemies. There. It's done. Legendary, no. Of course. Why are you so basic? Basic game.
I am returning to town.
Kill Mizuman, the long lost, forgotten Mega Man boss. Mizzou Man. I don't even know what that would be. What would a Mizzou be?
I don't know. No idea.
Like the long-lost, forgotten stepchild of Kazoo Man, which is actually just a grown-up version of the Kazoo Kid. Kazoo! Ruined forever. Oh! I'm gonna have that stuck in my head now. The Kazoo Kid song.
Mm-hmm.
I found a trap edition of that. I don't know if you I don't know if you've seen that.
Nope.
I can send it to you.
I don't want it.
I wasn't asking. I'm gonna send it. That doesn't mean you have to watch it.
Yeah. What else is...
Come here. I've got something to tell you.
What?
Kazoo! Just so stupid. It's why I love the internet. You, literally, like, whatever you want to see, you can find it. It honestly doesn't matter. Gotta kill 49 more things. Are you in town? Am I doing this by myself?
Mm-hmm.
I am. You fucking asshole.
Coming.
Still recharging.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that you left or the fact that you didn't even notice. Just like, man, sure is a little bit slower killing everything. I wonder why. And just like running through, because like I'm not dying, like I'm not hurting, I'm not panicking, I'm just like walking through, getting, just like running around with my hammer, shitting on enemies. Bringing them swift
Not ready yet.
justice. Fire a king. It would be the king's justice. Thanks, Game of Thrones. I think somebody owes like the very first guy that was running away from the wall a deep apology, because he tried to fucking warn everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's...
Do you remember like that guy in the very beginning who was running, and like that's when you meet like the Starks and whatever, and
Yeah.
Ned's all like
You have to die.
dreary.
Yeah.
Dreary, I have to do this. These are the rules. The rules is the rules.
Yep.
And right then and there, you're just like, huh. Well, I don't think I had any problems with like Ned Stark in general. He wasn't my favorite character by any means, but he was okay. I find myself like having to rewatch shows like Game of Thrones because there's so much shit you miss the first time you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's true with reading it too. Like there are books that I've read that I go back and I read and I'm just like, holy shit. It's like little things that you don't really notice. And to be pretentious, the book doesn't change. You change. Your perspective is changed, so you're seeing and noticing like different things that you wouldn't or didn't care about before. Kind of like rewatching old cartoons, where like there were all the dirty jokes in the old cartoons, but you're a kid, so you don't know any of them that are going on, but your parents do.
I can't.
No? I noticed that with The Simpsons. Like rewatching The Simpsons and I'm just like, holy shit, there's a lot of jokes in here I had no idea. We don't have to do anything more. I am returning to town. My work here is
I am
done.
returning to town.
Time to get out of here. Strip down these Crusader heavy arms and
I gain
armor.
new strength.
I wonder if does your when your barbarian is done, like after you're done playing or whatever, you sign out. Like when your barbarian is like, time to rest. Like, does he just like put on like fuzzy PJs?
I don't know.
Like at the end of the day, like if you role play, like if you imagine your character, you're just like he's gone to the dollar store or something and he's picked up like the really fuzzy PJs and he's got like the slippers, like dollar store slippers, and he's just like and he's like resting in like some inn or something, like just like drinking.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe spending his time getting a tattoo or something, but like every day, I don't know what he does, but like I'm 95% certain my crusader sleeps in silk pajamas. like not even, he just like, he gets to an inn and he's just like, what is this shit? 800 thread count, not enough. And he compensates by wearing silk pajamas just because he's a crusader, so he's got like that raggle, like that pretentious like stick up his butt, like he needs to have that like, I'm better than you, holier than thou kind of attitude.
Maybe.
That's just me, I don't know. I like to do that. I like to make up stories for my characters. Fucking what?
Absurd.
Yeah, just like wild. Like, if I were this person, would I? Like, what would I do? And then I get other characters where it's like my undead character in WoW, where I'm like, he wouldn't give a shit about anything. He'd be cynical. He would have like the worst dark humor. Like, he'd be the kind of guy that would be walking around to like the other members of the Horde, and he'd be like, so, you know, when I was a human, you know, I do remember growing up and like, you know, I had a very strict family and upbringing, and so like my dad, he was big on the rules, and one of the rules was just like, me being younger, he was like, don't ever open the cellar door. And you know, my dad was good to me and he kept me well fed and I was happy, so I listened to him until like the one day, you know, my curiosity got the better of me, and I opened the cellar door, and lo and behold, what I found was green grass and blue skies. Because he was kept in the dungeon. Like, he was just, his whole life was just trapped in the cellar. But that's the kind of person like my undead would be. Like, those are the stories he would tell, and like the other, like the blood elves and you know, other sensible, like, you know, races of the Horde, if there are any. Like they would just be like looking at him, just like, what the fuck? Like, they wouldn't know what to do with him.
At the crafter level 70 weapon.
But he'd also be the kind of person that would like be hit and miss, for like, he's either gonna heal you or he's gonna harm you, and you won't really know until you're in that moment. Like in D&D, I've always wanted to make like a chaotic neutral character that for every decision he flipped a coin. Right? Like at the beginning of every session, right? He flips a coin, and whatever the next decision is, it has to be like, he calls it. He's like, good, and like calls it, and then it's whatever it is. If he gets heads, right, it's good. If he gets tails, it's evil, right? And then whatever the next decision is, he feels like obligated. Like, for every good deed he does, he has to do something like equally terrible. And then he feels bad, so he has to do something equally good. And it keeps getting progressively worse and worse, because like for every good action, him trying to do something evil, like he overshoots it like just a little bit. And then like he switches, and so he has to do like a little bit more good and then a little bit more evil, until eventually he's like, you know, level 20 or whatever, where it just like, I don't know, like helps some kingdom and then has to go destroy a kingdom or a plane or something because like that's just the way he balances out until he just in the end, like when he dies, he ends up becoming like the true neutral god because like he just gradually eventually started causing this weird chain of events where everything balanced out. I don't know. I just feel like it would be fun to play because like I imagine there's situations where like the worst possible time where it's like, when we really need to help this person, and like the coin flip is decided where he's like like the rest of the party's like, we're gonna help them. He's just like, I'm gonna kill this person. and then you have to come up with like how do you do that and not have the party know, right? Because if you get caught, like the party's probably going to kill you or turn you in or do something. So when you kill an enemy, it explodes for 575% of your life per kill as damage. Do I even have any of that? Life per kill 0, so it does 0% extra damage. Awesome. But it's still better than what I have, so great. And it's a mace. It's a mace. I can't really see it. What does it look like? Will wear. Okay. Did you get your
Yeah.
your chapters?
I'm on chapter 3 now.
Oh, well, then that is
It seems like for chapter 3 we have to be on master for some of this stuff.
Yeah, like we'll have to move up for sure. So yeah, well then this seems like a good place to end it.
Right.
So we can pick up like tomorrow with the chapter 3 stuff. So for now, I'll just say thanks for watching. For any of you that stopped in and checked out the video and all of that, I appreciate it. You can find us, I'll be back tomorrow, so you can find us, usually we start between like 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Oh, wait.
What?
I fucked up.
What?
Tomorrow and Wednesday for my real life job, I will be delivering workshops at the one of the community centers here in Hamilton for youth. So I probably won't make it home until like after 8 o'clock. So I'm not fully committed to being to streaming yet. So tomorrow and Wednesday I'll be much later. Thursday I should be back on time, so everything should be fine for that. So but usually I do try to aim for like a 7:30, 8 o'clock start time until whenever. I think we normally end around like this time, like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Throughout the week, and then weekends it's anytime afternoon. Like we might have errands and stuff like that to do during the day, but I'll always tweet on my Twitter when we're going live, or when we expect to be going live. And then of course, if you miss any videos or if you want to go see some of the other shenanigans that we were up to in other games or anything like that, everything's archived on YouTube. You can see all of that on the social media below. And I think that's pretty much it. So thanks very much for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And have a good night. Bye.
Bye.